Muktasid, and in this video I will be talking about the amazing and spectacular astronomical phenomenon called solar eclipse. I witnessed one in south of India on 26th December 2019. Another one is going to happen soon on 21st June. A solar eclipse occurs when the sun, moon and earth form a straight line with the moon in between. When the moon passes between the sun and the earth, the lunar shadow is seen as a solar eclipse on earth. When earth passes directly between sun and moon, earth's shadow on the full moon creates a lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipses can only happen when the moon is opposite the sun in the sky. A monthly occurrence we know as a full moon. Total solar eclipses are rare events and they occur every 18 months on average. Although they occur somewhere on Earth every 18 months on average, it is estimated that they recur at any given place only once every 360 to 410 years on average. You might be thinking that a solar eclipse should occur more often than that because the moon takes around 27 days to complete a revolution around the earth, and it must come in between the sun and earth at least once in those 27 days. But that's not true. There's no eclipse every month because the moon's orbit is inclined to the earth's orbit by about 5 degrees and the earth's axis is tilted 23.5 degrees. Most of the time the sun, earth and moon don't line up precisely enough to cause a solar eclipse. While watching the solar eclipse, do notice the following things. If you are close to a seashore, observe the change in tides. There are high tides during an eclipse. High tides occur along the path of a solar eclipse because of the alignment of the sun, moon and earth. The combined gravitational pull of the sun and moon cause high tides in the path of the alignment, meaning that low tides occur at 90 degrees from the path of the solar eclipse. Due to inertia, the high tides also occur on the opposite side of the earth from the solar eclipse. The black and white bands of light. This happens when the sun is almost covered, and as the sun's disk is reduced to a very narrow filament of light, the atmospheric refraction of the light coming from the thin crescent sun results in the black and white bands of light, also called shadow bands. Notice the lowering of atmospheric temperature and the change in wind direction. This happens because the sun is now covered by the moon and earth is receiving less heat in the region experiencing solar eclipse. The change in atmospheric temperature also impacts the wind direction. The fourth point, the sun's corona. Our sun is surrounded by a jacket of gases called an atmosphere. The sun's corona is the outermost part of the sun's atmosphere. The corona is usually hidden by the bright light of the sun's surface. However, the corona can be viewed during a total solar eclipse. Observe the sharpness of the shadows of nearby objects and the color contrast of objects. As a total solar eclipse reaches ever closer towards totality, your surroundings begin to change. Colors begin to lose their contrast and shadows on the floor become much sharper. Pinhole camera effect. Small openings between objects such as tree leaves act like pinhole cameras. These allow light rays from different parts of the partially obscured sun to create an enlarged image of the sun on the ground. The same shadows occur all the time, but the images created are circular, showing the entire solar disk. Under very good conditions, the image can include large sunspots as well.